Yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy TJ. Welcome back to the channel Traders. Today we are focused on Lambo Raul. He made a new video. Watch me make $62,000 live trading Forex. I want to see the pair that he trades. It says Great British Pound JPY. The analysis should hopefully be insane. Maybe he'll show us the withdrawal. Let's give my opinion as well. If you guys are new around here, subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on. We are uploading 2 to 3 videos every single day on this channel, reacting to all different Forex content creators. So without further ado, let's go, baby. Obviously it's got to have the nice intro, the Lamborghini SVJ, McLaren, Richard Mille. This guy's an absolute baller, waiting for the invite. You know how it is.
What's good, everybody? So
Merry hat,
I actually
as
started recording this
always.
video quite some time ago, but when I went back to go and check the recordings, I actually played one of the videos and I noticed literally every single clip that I recorded does not have the audio recorded. So unfortunately, I won't be able to use the beginning of the video. I basically had broken down literally like why I took an entry on this specific trade, etc., and everything else. So you guys can see here's the beginning of the recording, when I actually took my entries. But it is what it is, you know, you gotta move on from it. So what I initially wanted to do was pretty much break down this trade from start to finish, why I took the trade, where my targets are, and basically just kind of like looking at the overall entire ideology of my trading methodology. Now, when it came down to me taking this position on GJ, first I'm going to kind of break down why I see GJ continuing to go down. So whenever I like to trade, I always start off on a weekly time frame, and if we take a look at GJ over the last few weeks, prices continuously made lower highs,
Descending, man.
Its same lows. The highest point being 168, call it almost 169, the lowest point being 160. So that is a huge range to start looking for basically any price movement from these areas. Now, looking at it from a smaller time frame perspective, because I don't trade based off the weekly time frame, although I'm very well aware where price is at on the weekly, I basically look for trades in between my daily and 4-hour zones. So I have 3 main zones that I'm looking at here, which is 166.250, 163.900, and 161.121. So yesterday was an important day in the markets, in the financial markets, because we have the CPI release, where the CPI news that was expected to be at 9.1%, and it actually came out at 8.5%, which is a great sign that inflation is.
What I like about this right here is that the daily, obviously you can see it respecting the resistance that he's got mapped out here. Obviously dropped as well, the bearish on the daily. We pulled back to 159 and then obviously come back to 163. Now this is where his analysis basically saying, okay, we've pulled up to the previous high, failed to make new highs, failing to break. Now we go new daily opens, we come back to retest at 162, respects here, and then we should see it continue to sell even further down.
Actually slowing
see what he
down,
says though,
and we could potentially see, you know, a bull run come in the markets. And what I mean by a bull run is basically we saw price on the stock market continue to go up from this kind of previous trend that we've seen, I want to say starting July. Now, when it comes down to GJ, so GJ is a little bit of a different case.
be interesting to see
GJ
this
for the last few days, and I'm quite upset because I had taken a trade on GJ, I believe Monday night.
He took a trade up here in his last video
that actually played out this morning with CPI, because CPI news pushed price in my favor. And I was actually short all throughout this range over here, and I only saw a maximum of 10 pip draw, then I was in 75 lots. My initial target is the same, 161, 120, and that's because of the area we are in.
Look at the daily, man.
Major
Holy
daily
God.
supports 161, 120. Mid-range support is going to be 163,900, and then the daily resistance level is 166, 184. Since price did reject the 163, actually I gotta update the signal room real quick, so take profit to hit. 850 is another target that we just hit. We're at 820 now, and I'm currently up $36,000, right? But now that price had rejected,
I'm currently up $36,000.
for price to continue to come down and retest 161, 120. which is my major level of support here on the daily time frame. Decided to go short with the daily after the big rejection we had of 163.900, and price gave us this bearish engulfing here on the daily time frame, which is a great sign that price has a good probability to continue to go down. Initially, that's why I sold all the way up here. Sadly, with CPI, I did end up closing pretty much along this candlestick closure here on this 4-hour time frame, which price then continued to go in my favor. And this was more of an emotional reaction. I ended up closing out of fear, because after price pumping down into my favor, being almost up $80,000, price came all the way back on me, and I gave literally 50% of my profit back to the market, which is $40,000, and price closed above this intraday level of support, which is why I decided to exit the position early. Now that price have actually broken under that intraday level of
like a break,
as you guys can see
some
here,
sort of retest there.
are pretty much intraday levels. Now that price have broken under this intraday level of support, I was also contemplating on going short here at 162.
You should have. You should have. You should have.
Break and retest it up, which most of you guys have been following me for the last few
Let me
days.
know in the comments if you would have shorted here. Say, like he's saying he got in up here at 163 and closed, because I remember in his last video he closed around here, right? He could have held all the way down there, but not only that, he could have got back in after touching down here, there, which he never did. And resistance, failing to make new highs. This is like supporting the channel, not main support, but just supporting the channel where it's finding orders and then bouncing off impulsively. So therefore, we've seen it come back, pull there, respect previous daily bearish engulfing, body, collection of orders, grab liquidity, previous support as well, acting as now resistance for a break and retest, and then break through down. Now, that's what he's saying.
Oh, that's kind of like my bread and butter setup. That's the setup I like to put.
And he should have got in there. Should have got in there.
A lot of money behind that specific trade, because it just tends to always, not always, but typically more than not, plays out in my favor. Especially in a situation like this where price had rejected this area multiple times. You know, I saw a great probability with price continuing to drop after this break and retest setup. But that break and retest setup happened near the end of the New York session, and it just simply wasn't a trade I was comfortable with taking, so I decided to continue to wait it out. Price then formed this area of support here on the 30-minute time frame, and that's when I literally started to stack positions. As you guys can see, price did go in my favor, and then
so excited to sell here,
which gave me an opportunity to actually continue.
Previous high of the collection of the resistance where it grabbed the liquidity and then started to drop. Previous high to lower high. I know this is 15 minutes, but 1 hour will be around here, and it's respecting here, which is then when he got back in. It's a good little trade.
To my sell position, my current short position, and basically once price broke under this 15-minute support here, basically price started ranging. Right, once it broke under this 15-minute support here and actually broke under, made new lows, it pulled back to 162.250, where I then contemplated if price were to break above this resistance level, then I would actually close my positions at maybe a small win, like $5,000. I personally consider that break even. But regardless of the fact, I continue to add into my position, and now price is going in my favor, and currently I am up $36,000 on this specific trade. Now, when it comes to targets, you know, there's a few targets that I'm looking at. So as of right now, my main target is going to be 161.120, which is about 100 pips away. And price so far looks really great to continue to go down to that area on this 4-hour time frame. If price breaks under 161.120, which I'm not going to be too certain of, then, you know, obviously we'll target the next major area, which is going to be 159.500, which
159.500.
That's literally a home run trade. That's 220 pips.
Man, that's a lot of pips, man.
Which means I'll make about $250,000 to maybe
for like a half entry trade, like where you probably wouldn't enter, but I wouldn't be entering here anyway. You know, you would want to be entering up here for sure. However, if it does drop down here, then it's still a nice little extra entry, let's say.
I'm hopeful for that to happen, but if it does happen, then great. That'll be my biggest trade of the year. My biggest trade of the year so far right now is a $220,000 gain in a single day, which you guys can go see the post and the withdrawal of that specific trade on my Instagram. But right now, price is looking good. I forgot to call the take profit to hit. So obviously, every single trade that I do take, well, the majority of the trades that I take are called in the signal room. So if you guys are interested in joining the signal room, you could see the link down in the description to join. Also remember, If you guys want to see more free content, you guys are more than welcome to join the Telegram with the link down in the description. Pretty much I break down the majority of the moves and what we can expect from price here. So this is where I expected and pretty much told my free Telegram, hey, you know, we're going to be looking for a drop into the 161-200 range, which is about 115 pips. So if you guys want to join the free Telegram, just make sure.
Damn, son.
Other than that, I'm going to continue to hold my GJ position. I'm not gonna lie, I'm honestly super exhausted, so I'm probably just gonna go lay down in bed for the next few hours. While continuing to monitor this position, obviously I cannot go to sleep on this position because there's a very important area with GJ that GJ.
That's also what I love, you know. 6:30 in the morning, if you look at the bottom right quick
does need to break
of the screen.
It is this hourly
it's
low.
6:30.
The first important area was this
where he is.
hourly support, which actually had right
you
here,
can you see it?
Reject.
6:30. He's up. He's in the trade. He isn't gonna go sleep yet, but he will go sleep soon, but not yet. I love that.
Now, I didn't close the position on this bullish engulfing candlestick because this is normal price action movement. Normally, you have some consolidation where big decisions are being made, an extension to the downside, a pullback, and then consolidation, and then now price is forming that extension to the downside. So I should see a pretty clean move from this point on to 161, 120.
Yeah,
after
probably
that,
will.
you know, it's kind of like
that's gonna be a nice little trade too. But he could go sleep though and move SL entry.
If price breaks through 161, 120, then I'm obviously gonna hold. If price gets there and I see momentum slow down, I'm gonna close. Regardless of the fact that 161, 120, I'm looking to make a 6-figure gain, which will be great. But as of right now, I'm up 40K on my position, which is, I mean, fantastic. But price is just starting to go in my favor. So let's see what happens when price gets to 161, 690. If it breaks under 161, 690, then we should definitely see it go to 161, 120. Anyways, guys, I will update you guys when I close the position, and we'll cover P&L and everything else. All right, everybody.
All right, here we go.
Quick update. It's been a few hours already.
It should be
like an hour so far. I just wanted to update you guys. So this is an important zone that I'm looking at here on GJ on this hourly time frame, mainly because it is at this intraday level of support. Now, I'm going to continue to hold the position until I see how this hourly candlestick closes, because we are in the middle of, I don't want to say the middle, but kind of just that starting point of a re-extension.
Price, the thing is about this trading is that look how many lots he's got on these cells on the left hand side. Like, number one, I don't know why people scalp so many cells like this. Like, just use a big lot at the start. Like, if he used all these scalp entries, like, I kind of understand about a dope because, like, 10 lots, 10 lots. If he just changed these lots and added, like, another 20 up here, he wouldn't have to move SL's entry here and it get tapped out. He can move SL entry here, up here, and then wait it out. Because he's expecting big drop, but it might not. So it might retest back up.
Paint this picture out for you guys, right? When we look at bearish market structure, this is how we look at bearish market structure, right? And at this point in time, this is where current GJ price action is trading at. Pretty much halfway through the extension to the downside. What I'm looking to, since I'm kind of in multiple positions throughout this whole thing, right? Maybe call it maybe something like this, right? What I'm looking to do is catch the rest of this. And currently, this is where GJ is currently trading at. So it's a very important area that I need to pay a lot of attention to. Because what could happen is price could double bottom, go up in the opposite direction, and either keep going or form a little bit of a smaller lower high, a descending wedge, and then price continue to go to the downside. More importantly though, I need to be able to mainly focus on price action here. Try not to focus on my P&L, because when you start focusing on your P&L too much, you're going to get a lot more emotionally attached to
Yeah, facts. No, 100% you will. You will. He has to just hold it. SL entry as well, to be fair.
Initially, before price started to pull back here again, it did hit the take profit 3 on the signal, so I called that out. And I was up literally like 50K. So me being up $50,000, you know, it is a substantial amount of money. But again, you have to keep the bigger picture in mind here, right? I'm looking at price action. I'm looking for the actual move to play out itself. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to be oblivious and just kind of let the trade go complete break even. That's not going to be the case, right? But at the same time, I need to be able to maintain myself as much as I possibly can, because although this is an important area, what I also see here as well is that this is kind of like the zone for the support level. and we're kind of trading the bottom of the zone, which is showing us great selling pressure. And as long as this hour candlestick can close under, I'll continue to hold. Once it closes above, I'm closing the position and going right to bed. Anyways, guys, I'll continue to update as a trade. Alright guys, so 8 a.m. New York session has finally started. Been holding this trade for quite some time now, probably since around like 11 p.m. In the last almost 7 hours or so, I want to say, I've gone from break even, obviously, from when I first entered the position to almost $60,000 in floating profit. Was up 60K at this low here, but we should see volume come in. I'm going to continue to hold the position because price did close under the lows here, which is 161,684. So I'm going to try and hold the position for a little bit longer. And I'm sorry if my voice is kind of shaky. It is literally freezing in my house right now. I'm going to go get
Look at the profit, 60K right now.
Oh, wow, prices look, it looks like there's a lot of strong bearish volume.
It's 8 a.m. now, so an hour and a half from when he was talking before. He's stayed there. He's still sitting by his computer, still grinding, which is what I enjoy seeing. This is like live trading. So he's showing it pure as it is. Still in the trade, 62K. Hopefully he gets out here and just goes to sleep if he hasn't slept yet.
$1,000 on this position. About to hit take profit 5 in the signal room, as you guys can see up here.
Right, I don't know why he would have like TP1, TP2, TP3, TP4, TP5.
As you guys can see.
Like, you don't need 5 TPs, because if someone's risking 1-2% per each pair, then that's 10% potential loss, or 6% because there's 6 TPs. Like, you don't need that much. It just looks good. TP1 hit, TP2 hit, TP3 hit, TP4 hit. TP1 is 20 pips. TP2 wait, what's the entry? Sorry, 15 pips. TP2 is 30 pips. 45 pips. So he gets small pips, man.
Up here. Right, so anyways, gonna continue to hold the position. Hopefully this trade keeps running to my last target, which is 161 to 100.
Mate, 100% 30 pips, just pull out now. Take the 64K, man.
25 pips, so 6-figure day, 100K. Let's see, who knows. 5 minute is looking absolutely fantastic. Let's kind of just wait and see what goes on over the next few hours. Hopefully it is a 6-figure day, but you know, just let's kind of wait and see. All right, guys. So after a few hours, my last take profit of 161 to 100.
Oh my god!
Is literally about to be hit. Currently
82K. Take it, brother.
Which is amazing. You know, a lot of hard work, dedication, persistence, sleepless nights. As you guys can tell, I probably look like shit. Led up to this point, but
mate, he's got to take that.
Like, I want to hold the position. Just because the way things are looking on the 4-hour time frame, I mean, they look fantastic.
Ain't no way, bro. He's literally got his zone mapped out here. If part of me thinks if this was real money, he would be getting out. Like, you wouldn't be holding. Like, you've met your target. You wouldn't be holding it for the extra 5-10 pips if you're up $80,000. You're just like, yeah, do you know what? I've been sitting here since, I don't even know how long he's been sitting there for. I'm tired. I'm just gonna pull out and take my money. Like, the 5 pips isn't gonna change his life, and he could be done with trading. So that's why it makes me skeptical. Like, if this is even real money, because like, you'd be so pumped for $80,000. So pumped.
To drop even lower. It's gonna be very tough. I'm not gonna lie.
Because the retest, there's got to be a retest at some point. Like, look, listen to what he's saying.
Liquidity, as you can obviously tell. But then, like, kind of turning things over to a new leaf, right? Fibonacci extension. We're looking at the -27 at 161.
Like, you've had your bearish 4H candle drop, grab liquidity. It's time to get out.
50. So
I'm not even joking. It's time to get out.
Definitely continue to go down. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue to hold. I need to update the signal room here.
And this is what I mean, right? He's not sure what he's going to do. And like, you can have your own opinion. This is why I like doing these videos, because, you know, no disrespect to this guy or anything like that. But like, if you've got a trade open, running 80k, now it's running 72k. You even say to yourself, oh yeah, it's a liquidity grab. You don't think it's gonna go up. Why are you updating your signal page? Why are you not closing? Because you're losing thousands. Like, you only withdrew 60. You only made 62k, right? Compared to you could have made 80k, 85k. And you're saying so potentially you lost $20,000 by updating your signal page and by holding your trade emotionally, which, yo, $60,000 is still insane, right? Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's not, but do you guys understand where I'm trying to come from here? Like, you've just lost $20,000 from updating your signal page, and let's see what he does. But
E5 hit, that's a telegram. Okay, just making sure both of them are sent. So I mean, honestly, it's kind of
like,
wait and see
look
what happens in the next few hours. I may potentially.
Like, how many TPs was that just hit in his group? How many TPs was that hit? Okay. TP5. So he's hit all his TPs but his final one, and he's still holding.
Sure. Both of them are
so.
sent. So I mean, honestly, it's kind of
it's hard to
wait
judge.
And see what happens in the next few hours. I may potentially close here. Not sure just yet. I mean, 75k still. 75.
But I mean, he wants it to hit 206. So, it just come down. It just come down to like 161,300, maybe 161,280 or something like that. 250.
No, I think I'm just gonna probably get out here.
100% you're getting out, bro.
Let me pull up my chart again. I'm gonna be paying attention a lot to the 5-minute time frame, 15-minute as well, just to make sure volatility momentum is still in my favor. GBP, JPY. The thing is, the 4-hour hasn't even closed yet on GJ. So this next 4-hour, the 9 a.m. candlestick, could be the candlestick that completely rips to the down.
Right, now I get it. Now I get it. His main target's down here, 159,500. However, you've got to look at this, right, and go, right, it probably is going to touch. Could even touch around where it is now and then reject back up. Or at least a collection of orders somewhere to, like, a break and retest sort of thing, you know. I know it broke here and we retested around this zone here, but this isn't a proper retest.
Downside, but then, you know, that's, you know, a risk.
Look at this. Break, touch, retest. High, sell. Most likely will sell off, man. If he held this is the problem. Because he makes a lot of money and he's trading big accounts, the money making here is decent. But if he's holding from all the way from here to down here with these lots, the guy's going to be making way over, like just stupid amounts of money, you know. Could even be half a milli. Could even be a milli. And those are the sort of trades where he's looking for, where he's not really seeking the $50k. I know it sounds like stupid, but like he will be seeking the $60k. But like, do you get what I'm trying to say? He's trying to like change where he can hold a trade for a very long period of time with swing trading sort of thing, but make a lot of money, because he's done it with his FTMO accounts before, where he's like flipping 200k accounts and making like 100 plus k on the account, which is insane. Obviously over leveraging and stuff like that, but it's probably like this sort of method is that what he did is that he held it and it just dropped like an absolute bomb.
That I'd have to look at to see if the potential reward would be worth it, because realistically, if price does break under 161,200, which is pretty much where I'm looking to target, then the next area would be like 160,800, then 160,370, then 160 or 160 flat basically. So I'd kind of have to wait and see what goes on over the next couple hours. I will keep you guys updated though. You know what, guys? There's a lot of buying pressure.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and honestly, I'm just gonna kind of close the position here. Gonna give it a few more seconds. Gonna wait for that 5-minute closure. See how it closes. If it doesn't close under,
it's done him dirty.
400, then I'm gonna close the position, because there is a lot of buying pressure, which is obvious. There's gonna be a lot of take profiting at this area. I just literally lost 15k, 10k. So I'm gonna give a few more seconds. You know what?
Damn.
I think I'm gonna get out here. I'm just really paying attention to.
I would get out, bro. Just get out, man.
this 5-minute momentum keeps up to the downside, then I'm gonna hold.
He said it though. He said it. He actually called it out.
Obviously, so right now it looks like it's keeping up. I wish I could. I'm just trying to focus here as much as possible. So, okay, let's work it out. And
oh my God,
guys have it, $60,000 trading day. Was that 75K? But you know what?
It was at 80 something K, bro. You called it. You knew it was gonna reject.
And yeah, on to the next trade. You know what? I'm actually gonna withdraw like $25,000 from the trading account here. Give me a second, guys. All right, guys. So this is the results of the trade. After many hours of holding, I made a $62,000 gain, which is great. Withdrew $12,000 from the trading account just so I can have money, just to go kind of do whatever. Just decided to withdraw 12K because why not? You know, just decided to pay myself for the hard work. The rest of the money is left in the trading account to compound, to eventually make more money, obviously. But other than that, guys, it was a great trade. Definitely had a few psychological barriers with this trade, like with this candlestick here, and then holding through this support here, and then obviously when it came to the targets. So then you guys can see my thought process and everything else on pretty much how I decided to actually manage this position. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this. Make sure you guys go comment and tell me you guys want to see more videos like this, and I'll continue to make more. If you guys are interested in joining the Signal Room, then make sure you guys do check out the link in the description. It will be the Telegram link. If you want to join the free Telegram for more free trading content, then you can also join. The link will also be in the description. Anyways, hopefully everyone has a great rest of their day. Take care, everybody.
Okay, so great video from Lambo Raul. He showed his profits. He withdrew 60 plus K. Well, actually withdrew 12K, made 60 plus K. Great video. If you want me to react to more of Lambo rules, let me know in the comments down below, or who else you want me to react to. Yo, I mean, he showed the proof, he showed the trade, it was live. You can't complain about that. Make sure to subscribe, turn on the notifications, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.